Thanks for coming out here in the time zone. I do appreciate it. I don't want to alarm anybody, but I'll tell you right up front, I do have a sexually transmitted disease. I got kids. My wife gave them to me, the bitch. My kids are 17, 15, and 10, and I can't wait until they get the hell out of my house. So today I gave them a little hint. I went out and bought them luggage. I love my kids, don't get me wrong. I do love my kids a lot, you know. They're fun to be with, and they give me a lot of great memories. I wouldn't trade them in for nothing. But they're a pain in the ass, really, you know, because I really wasn't thinking when we started having kids, because I must have been, those were 3 times I've been really, really drunk in my life when I had those 3 kids. Or I've been really, really drunk 4 times because I got married. Yeah, you know. I can say that because yesterday my wife and I have been married 22 years. Thank you, really, 22 years together. And we decided how we'd stay together so long. Neither one of us want full custody of the kids in the divorce, so that's why we stay together. You know, a lot of my friends, they always tease me and they go, "Ernie, you getting a little thin on top? Them kids getting to you?" I always tell them the truth. I hate them. But kids don't make your hair fall out. Kids cause behavioral patterns which contribute to hair displacement. Did you ever notice Average Dad has very little hair here? And all his hair is back here? This is caused by whatever kids have done to frustrate him to no end. He does this. This is hair displacement. I've been doing this for 15 years. He's after this for 15 more. Being a dad's tough, man, I tell you. My dad, I don't know how we did it. I give him a lot of respect, you know, because he would take us in the car on Sundays and we'd go for a ride, and go see Disneyland or go see a national monument or something. He wouldn't say a word to us in the backseat of the car. We would just have a good old time and say a word. I can't drive to Walmart without slapping my kids in the back. Like, shut up, I can't take it. So my dad gets a lot of credit, you know. Because, you know, raising kids nowadays is tough because you can't discipline them like our parents disciplined us, you know. Because you remember Mom was evil. She had that Hot Wheels track. You know, that 3-foot piece of plastic? Well, she was really mean. She would duct tape a car to the end of it and let me have it. But my dad had that belt, right? Didn't Dad have a belt? And Dad was always a sporting kind of guy. Would make that into a game, wouldn't he? He'd unbuckle that belt and you'd be ready. He'd pull that belt down and you'd be set. And then he'd say, "Come here," and you'd go. But you've never seen an overweight middle-aged man catch a kid with his pants around his ankles, have you? It's like, come here, little Brad, come here. You gotta discipline kids nowadays is tough because, you know, you take them to the store, you slap a kid, somebody's gonna call the cops, gonna get arrested. You know, I don't want to go to jail because I'm beating the hell out of my kids every day. So I had to devise a way to discipline my kids out in public without getting caught. I figured it out. I just poke them in the eye. Oh, you're all a bunch of evil bastards down here, I can tell. Because you know when you get poked in the eye, right? You can't say a damn thing, can you? It's like... So we're in the mall the other day, and my kids are running around, they're touching all the electronic magnets, making noises, and I couldn't, you know, I made sure no one's looking. I just poked them all in the eye. Let them have it, you know. My wife's going, "What's wrong?" They're running around like this. They're trying to point to me. Because I am like the Clint Eastwood of eye poking, let me tell you. I'm like, "Wow, wow, wow." My kids got smart though now, you know, they get smart, they do this. They went to the dollar store and bought sunglasses. You know, because I got totally carried away with this newfound power I have now. Because I'm in the grocery store the other day, kid with his mom, he's pointing at the gum rack screaming, "I want gum, I want gum, I want gum." I couldn't take it anymore. I poked that little bastard right in the eye. He's pointing at the gum rack. His mom's like, "Stop you crying." I got caught like 3 registers down. Some old lady's like, "Nice shot, dude." I tell you where you use that is that damn Golden Corral down the damn street. You know the place they say, "Attention Mega Bar customers, just a friendly reminder, all children must be escorted to the Mega Bar by an adult." And you look up there and there's 50, 60 cigarette midgets running around touching everything. I look down and this kid's got his hand choked up on the spoon on the corn, digging in there. I'm like, "Dude, I'm gonna eat that." So you straighten them places out and you can go there and enjoy your dinner, that's all. There's some people you just can't poke in the eye. Like a cop. You know why I pulled you over? Yeah, so I can do this. I mean, hell, you might as well poke him in the eye. You're going to get a ticket anyway, right? Make it worth your while. So I'm standing there in front of the judge, right? I got arrested because I poked him in the eye. I got off easy. I got off a $50 fine and poked in the eye. Yeah, I'm glad you guys kind of like that, because my wife hates that joke, you know, she really does. She says, we're at dinner and we're all having a good time at the restaurant, you know, sitting around having family dinner. She leans over the table and she pokes me in the eye. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Because that's not funny. Hell no, it ain't funny. Then why do you do it? Because it's funny. So I'm calming down, the swelling's, I'm starting to be able to see out of it, it's not tearing anymore, you know. She leans over the table again. She pokes me in the eye. I'm like, what is that for? She's having an attitude. No shit! And you gave me a couple more minutes of material, so there you go. My mom says I'm going to hell for telling that joke, you know. Yeah, she just recently became a Eucharist minister. The Eucharist minister is a person, you know, get in line to go receive communion, they go, body of Christ, you say amen, and you stick out your tongue, and you walk off. Very simple process, not a big deal. I figured I'd be the good son, and I was surprised my mom at her first communion. My sister goes, and my brother goes, and my father goes. I get up there, and I'm hiding behind him. She goes, oh my God. I'm like, amen. I can't believe, buddy, Christ, say it. I don't believe that. Just give me the bread, I'm going to poke you in the eye. But my mother's sweet, she's sweet. She lives in one of those retirement communities. Yeah. And what I don't like about the retirement communities is everybody drives golf carts. And they drive in the middle of the road, the side of the road, left side, right side, doesn't matter. So I own a motorcycle, and when I go down there, the speed limit's 20 miles an hour. If you have a motorcycle, 20 miles an hour is pretty much, you're falling off. You know, trying to hold that thing up, so I'm doing like 80, okay? So I'm just cruising by. And they have what they call the goat cart. I call them the golf cart police, because they have the three-wheel golf carts, with the yellow light on the top, and they can chase you. Well, a golf cart goes, what, 20 miles an hour? I'm doing 80, so I get to my mother's house, I'm having cake, I'm having, you know, coffee, chilling out with her. An hour later, I hear, come out of the house, we know you're in there. I'm surrounded by golf cart police. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. Where are all the real men at tonight? That's what I like to hear, so I guess all you guys have had vasectomies, right? I think having a vasectomy is a sign of a real man. I mean, anybody can get a tattoo, right? Anybody can wear an earring. But it takes a real man. Someone take a scalpel to his family jewels. Let me ask you guys this, what could be worse? Having a crazy old man do surgery? Having an eye-hate old woman intern do surgery? Or having a gay anesthesiologist? Our choice, isn't it? Well, true story, I had all three. So I'm sitting there in the stairs, right, and this doctor's cracking jokes, and turns waving her scalp around going, I hate my boyfriend, he's such a jerk. And I'm thinking, hey, let's take it easy with that thing. My anesthesiologist is going, it's okay, it's okay. So they do have the job. Does everybody know what a vasectomy consists of? A vasectomy consists of, they make an incision, they make two cuts, and they take out a piece that looks like a Kraft macaroni and cheese noodle, and they tie the ends in knots, and they burn them, and they sew you back up. And the guys are going, oh my God, and the girls are going, we're never eating macaroni and cheese again. So they do have the job. I start on the other half. And I'm like, hey! He's like, what's wrong? I says, I can feel that. He says, you can feel that? Yeah! He says, does that hurt? Yeah, that hurts. Let me get your testicles in your both throat, buddy, and see how you like it. The best thing that did happen that day is 2 hours later, my son was born, and both me and my wife walked around like George Burns for a week. Oh yeah, I just want to, real ladies, don't take too offense to this, but you're all the bitches, and I can prove this. Because while, you know, you have kids, and you know, you go to have them delivered, you're sitting there and you're walking, I'm pacing up and down the hallway like this, and I pass the nurse's station, and they're like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you doing? My balls hurt, you know, and I get all the way to the smoking section, and they're like, oh, Mr. Faivre, could you come back here? Yeah, you little bastards, I'm coming back. So that's why you're all the bitches, and I can say that. I do appreciate you all coming out. That's my time. My name is Ernie Faivre. Right now,